EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator of the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
A play fake, and now it's done. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they love to find different ways to get in the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they do at the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Right back to Tracy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing his dart. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. They go play action with Dart. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Bond, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Flushed out right. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work, and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. We put our attention now on the Eagles defense. And they dug down last drive on fourth down, got the stop on their side of the field. You play defense, Charles. How huge is that on this drive?
Can't even really quantify it because you're talking about field position, momentum, that element of feeling like we're the tougher team, because when you stop someone on fourth down, in a sense you're imposing your will on the other team, and that's exactly what they did, and that should permeate through the rest of the ball club.
Now who will impose their will on this drive?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Dart. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Zach Bond. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To throw now, Dart. On wants a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. Play action. Here's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You talk about this Giant defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Hurts to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 75.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throwing, dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Dart. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. To throw his Dart.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Well, they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The kick by Elliott is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. You control the line.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
In motion left, Robinson. Play action now. Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jalen Carter. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. To Barkley on the check down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Barkley inside handoff. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And New York set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and at 3 and out on the last possession, they told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Now he's loose at the 40. Some strong running at the 20. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 15. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is down to 24. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Out to his left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. John Mechie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half. Elliott good with a PAT. And a round is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down, here's Tracy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Great. And let's go. Trimmer.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the sling, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Oh, some strong running.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a second down and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got him in, it's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43.
You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff to Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Here is third down and 4. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 198 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Now Saquon Barkley fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start this drive out on the ground. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Second down and a yard.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
That's caught left side by Neighbors. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
7-yard gain.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play fake, and here's Dart. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A first throw for the backup Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Carter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. off to Bigsby. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants going to take over again on offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Bigsby. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Sanders to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. So
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jalen Carter make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Off the bootleg, here's Sanders. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
18 runners, 18 runners.
Throwing, Sanders. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. John Mechie. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, what a move. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. On the punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At the 44-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Another run by Bigsby. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Let's go now.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Out left to Dotson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And they will take a knee here. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Philadelphia, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.